So the government and the media are encouraging us to move away from traditional forms of heating, gas and oil, to electric heating solutions. Now, if we move away to electric, other than air source and ground source heat pumps and potentially storage heaters, are there any other heating solutions we should be considering before we make that decision? Welcome to Best Electric Radiators. We specialise in advanced electric radiators. This is our most popular range of Slimline Curve, and it's the slimmest radiator in the UK at 51mm. It's made from aluminium, comes in various sizes and 2 different colours, and it's made in Europe. The main purpose of this video is to raise awareness and visibility of energy efficient advanced electric radiators like the ones we sell. We've sold over 100,000 in the last 10 years with fantastic reviews and comments about how efficient and how low the costs are to run them. But why is it that the government and the media are not giving any airtime to advanced radiators like ours? Is it that they think they're too expensive to run, or is there another reason for that? The most common question we get asked at Best Electric Radiators is, how much does it actually cost to run advanced electric radiators? This video is based on performance of our products rather than other advanced radiators, but we managed to gain access to a property in Thirsk in North Yorkshire for a 2-week period, and this would allow us to gather enough data to be able to work out and calculate how much it costs to run our radiators. So this property is sandwiched between a ground floor and a second floor flat. It's a 2-bedroom flat, and we would describe this as a reasonable insulated or good insulated property. The reason for that is it's got double glazed windows. They are wooden framed, but it's probably quite typical of a property in the UK. So because of the nature and the size of the room, we've opted for 2 radiators in this room, 1500 watt and a 1200 watt Slimline Curve. The kitchen is of decent size, it's 10 metre square. We've opted for a 900 watt radiator. The hallway has a bathroom coming off it, which is 4 metre square. That has an electric towel rail from Best Electric Radiators. And also the hallway is around about 4 metre square with all the rooms coming off the hallway. Here's a 600 watt, which we put into the hallway. Bedroom 1 is of reasonable size. It's 14 metre square with a 900 watt radiator. Bedroom 2, a little bit smaller at 8 metre square. And we've put the same size here again, 900 watt. If you opt for the Wi-Fi version of the Slimline Curve, you'll be able to download an app and control each radiator either in the home or out of the home anywhere in the world via a smartphone or tablet. Another really cool thing about the app and the Wi-Fi version of the Slimline Curve is that you can record all the data in terms of energy usage and heat delivery from each radiator in each room. For example, the weekday here is showing each radiator around the property. This is bedroom 2, and then it moves on to the weekend and the lounge, the 1200, the 1500, etc. And you can closely monitor how much energy usage each radiator is consuming. The red bars at the bottom are showing the electricity usage, and the blue line is the temperature in the room. Now, to make this test as accurate as possible, to really give us an idea of how much it would cost to run these radiators in a property with people living in it, we had heating assumptions. The first is that we had different heating deliveries in the weekdays and the weekends. We had a minimum of 2 persons in the property. We could have had 1 for a 2-bedroom flat, but we decided that we'd go for 2 persons, which means the second bedroom was used. So all the rooms have been used during this period. When we conducted the tests, the averages across the 2 weeks was an average of a maximum temperature during the day of 10 degrees, and the minimum nighttime temperature was 1 degree, which we thought was about an average for a winter period from November through to about March, April time. We assumed that the heating was on 6 months of the year and that the hot water was required 365 days of the year. So let's take a quick look at the heating schedule for the weekdays and weekend days. You'll see that there are different temperatures at different times according to what we believe is a typical usage of a 2-bedroomed flat or apartment. And here are our estimated annual bills using our electric radiators, in this case a Slimline Curve, which is our most popular range, using a hot water boiler to heat water for 3 hours a day for 12 months, and an electric towel rail which would be located in the bathroom for 12 months. And the 2-bedroom apartment is 740 square foot, which is 69 metres square, and the cost per month works out at £121 per month to heat the property for 12 months and to provide hot water. The costs and prices that you can see here are based on an energy cost of 25 pence per kilowatt hour, which is about average for March 2025. We've also used the electric radiators for 6 months, and the reason for that is because a lot of people put their heating on around October, November time and run them for about 6 months of the year. We're not taking into consideration those colder nights in late spring or summer. However, because we're using the radiators every single day during this test, we think that compensates and cancels out for those extra days you may need heating. So now we've worked out how much it would cost to run our 2-bedroom flat. How about larger properties such as this detached 4-bedroom house? It's 74% larger than our 2-bedroom flat. So if we use that calculation and the test results and multiply them up by 74%, these are the results we get. So we get the heating that's at nearly £2,000 using the radiators. The hot water is going to be a bit more as well, because instead of 1 or 2 persons, you're going to be looking at 3 or 4 people. So they will definitely need more hot water in the property. The towel rail is going to be the same at 2 hours, and the grand total comes to £2,373. And that works out as a monthly cost of just under £200. So let's just summarise advanced electric radiators again, and with hot water provided by electricity. So the capital outlay is roughly between £2,000 and £2,500 to buy the radiators for a 2-bedroom apartment up to 4-bedroom house. The electric water heater for all your hot water will be around about £600 to buy. Installation cost can be free if you're good with DIY, particularly for the electric radiators, or between £300 and £600 to swap out an old storage heater system or gas and oil heating system. The maintenance cost going forward is zero. The running costs, as we've realised, is roughly between £1,500 and £2,500 per year, which equates to about £120 to £200 per month. It's cheap to buy the products, it's quick to install them, they'll heat the rooms really quickly and the water really quickly, there's no pipe work involved, there's no maintenance, and the running costs, well, how do they stack up with your system? Moving on to heat pumps. You may have seen these outside people's houses. They're usually on the side or the rear, but the government are really encouraging us to buy and invest into the heat pumps. The capital outlay is about £15,000 as far as we're aware, but the government are incentivising us. They're giving us £7,500 as a government grant. You may need to upgrade your system, so you may need bigger radiators and bigger pipes, but that's something we just want to ask with you guys. Does it cost about £7,500 in total, or did it cost more or less? The installation cost is obviously included in there. The maintenance cost we don't really know because we haven't got that experience. We need your feedback on that. The running cost per month and year, this is crucial. How much is it actually costing you per month and per year now you've got your heat pump? Is it a lot cheaper than you had before? How does it stack up with the electric radiators? And the payback, have you looked at the payback from the initial capital outlay? Are they cheap to run, as we're led to believe? Let's go back to the old faithful gas and oil central heating. So this has been around for decades now, and over 80% of households have still got gas and oil. But if we do want to make this transition to a cleaner, greener environment, and we want to go to electric, then let's look at the current system. I mean, it costs about £3,500 for a boiler, which probably includes installation. The maintenance costs, the annual plumbing, is the service fee that you're paying. Some people say they're paying about £150 per year for the maintenance. The running costs, now how much does it cost to run your current system in comparison to what we've come to today? Does it cost more, less, about the same? It will be just interesting to hear your feedback on that. So what are the positive and negatives as well? Cheap to run, that's what we assume, but you're burning fossil fuels, and that's what we're trying to move away from. Now we're back onto storage heaters. Now these things are not the most attractive heating solution, but they are fitted into a lot of properties out there, mainly flats and apartments that only have electric supply. They don't have gas and oil, so this is pretty much their only alternative and their option. And back in the 80s and 90s, they were fitting thousands of these into these type of properties. The capital outlay, if you do want to go down this route now, is about £10,000, and that will include installation. You'll need your water heater as well, which is about £600. The maintenance is probably almost nothing. And the running costs, now that's what we want to hear from you guys. If you have high heat retention storage heaters, how much does it cost you every month and every year? Now to the main purpose of this video, and it's really to ask for your feedback. What is your current heating system, whether it's gas, oil, a heat pump of some sort, electric storage heaters, or maybe something else? But what are those running costs per month and per year? How much are you paying to heat your home and to heat your water? The size and insulation properties of your home is essential as well, because this will dictate how hard your system has to work. And also, we're not saying that one system is better than another. We just want to be able to offer balanced information so that people can walk away with the feeling that they may be able to make a decision from your feedback. So if you'd like to add your feedback in the comments section just below this video. Most importantly, thank you very much for watching and spending the time. It's much appreciated, and if you want to hear more, please subscribe to the channel, because we will be releasing the results maybe in another video. If you do get a bit of spare time and you're inquisitive about electric radiators, why not nip onto our website, bestelectricradiators.co.uk. There you'll see a wealth of experience and knowledge regarding our radiators, and you can also nip onto the calculator. That will give you an idea of what sizes you would need if you were going to buy radiators. Thank you again.